Today's vaccine is sloppy dose by sourcing going in cooking. Like the link to the video will be the description below. Go in Shoutout. So let's introduce this vaccine in 3, 2, 1. I love sloppy dose. I remember eating when it was back when I was in school. Sloppy dose is really good.
Hope, hey y'all. Hope everybody's having a great week so far. Today we're going to make some sloppy joes. But first, we're going to make some dip for our potato chips. If you listen to nothing else I ever tell you, you got to try this. Fiesta Hidden Valley Ranch. I've been eating this stuff for 30 years. I'll eat it on chips, on french fries, on chicken nuggets. It is so good. I wished I could say I created it. I did not. But nonetheless, this stuff is fantastic. If you make this even one time for your family, they will eat the entire bowl in one sitting. I promise you. So let's get our dip made. All you need is this little packet. These are on the salad dressing aisle. Just look for the boxes of Hidden Valley Ranch. And just remember, you're looking for this word Fiesta.
Okay.
A pound, 16 ounces, 454 grams of sour cream. Now you can use light sour cream or full fat. I really do not recommend fat-free because it's more like soup and we want dip for our chips. So let's get this ready. Let's see what it looks like. Almost looks like a seasoning of some type. I promise you won't regret this. This is amazing. I'm so excited because I look forward every time I go to the grocery store, and half the time they don't have any. So when they do have some, I get 2 or 3 or 5 of them. Okay, I think that's good enough. I don't know if y'all can see the color of this stuff. It's kind of a peachy looking almost. Now, we're going to put it in this container.
Yeah.
You want every last bit. Trust me. If you taste this, you'll see why. Okay. Now we're going to put this in the refrigerator. We're going to put a lid on it. Put this in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Give all those yummy dip seasonings time to dissolve into the sugar, into the sour cream. And there we go. Put a lid on it. In the fridge it goes. Now we're going to get started on our sloppy joes.
Sloppy joes.
So for our sloppy joes, we're going to use a pound of ground round, which is 8515, and then we're using a half a pound of ground chuck. I just want to get this out of my freezer. It's been in there a couple of months, so I thawed it out, and we're going to use this up. And it's perfect for sloppy joes. I prefer the leaner stuff when it comes to sloppy joes.
Yeah.
Now, if this was hamburgers, I want ground beef. I want that fat. So we'll get this fried up, and I'll be back. Okay, Decky, we got our ground chuck browned up. Now, I'm a little surprised at the amount of grease that's in there, but that's fine. We're just going to drain that off, and then we'll start adding the goodies to this. Be right back. Okay, we got our beef out of here. We just got it sitting in a strainer. We put a tablespoon of butter in here. We added, supposed to be a 1/3 cup of bell pepper. I didn't put that much because I don't like it. I do like bell pepper. I just don't like that much in my sloppy joe. And it's supposed to be a 1/2 of a large yellow onion minced.
Yeah.
And we just want this to get soft. As soon as it softens up, I'll be right back. Okay, I think that's soft enough. Now, we're going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic. That's all right. I think we got enough. Yep, that's a tablespoon. 30 seconds. You just really want to start smelling it, which is pretty much instantly. Oh, yeah. Oh, this smells so good, y'all. All right.
Hello.
Now we're going to add our meat back in here. Give this a little whirl. And I've got this on pretty low. Now, I didn't mince my meat, as you can see. We'll call this a little bit of a tidy Joe. Okay, now we're going to add a tablespoon of tomato paste. There's a tablespoon left in here, I think it is. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Now, gonna mix this all around. stuff out of the pan. Okay. Now we're going to add 2/3 of a cup of ketchup and a 1/3 cup water. Okay. Got it all.
You do look good.
A few ingredients to this, but I'll tell you what, the first time I made this, I swore I would never, ever buy a can of that stuff in the grocery store again.
Yeah.
This is so good.
You look good.
Now, this was supposed to be a pound
Yeah.
of ground beef. And if y'all remember, I told y'all I put a half a pound of ground chuck in here, ground chuck in here with it. So I may have to add a little bit more ketchup. That's
Yeah.
all right if I do. I'm telling y'all the right ingredients, but I'm adding just a little bit more because I know I added a little bit more meat in here. So if it doesn't look quite right, it would if this was only a pound. I just don't want to tell y'all differently than my pound recipe. I might add a little bit more water too. Okay, now to this,
You look good, yeah.
we're going to add a tablespoon of brown sugar. That's optional. I would put a little bit in here if I were you. If you don't like it, you can do a teaspoon if you want. It really, you'll taste just a little hint of sweet, and I really think that's what makes this taste so good. Part of it anyway. So a tablespoon of brown sugar, teaspoon of yellow mustard, 3/4 teaspoon chili powder, half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
We got just a couple more things to add. Now, this is not part of the recipe, but I love it. So we're adding a little splash of onion powder.
Yeah.
And this is part of the recipe. Half a teaspoon of salt.
Yeah.
1/4 teaspoon black pepper. And if you like, if you don't add this, a pinch of red pepper flakes. And I'll tell y'all, this hands down the best sloppy joes I've ever had. And no, this is not my recipe. I got this off of I got this off the internet 15, 20 years ago. It's been a long time. If I could remember where, I'd tell you, but I wrote it down, made it the first time, and I'm hooked. Like I said, it's it's a few ingredients. It's going to take you just a minute to get the ingredients together. But as far as actual work, all you got to do is chop up a bell pepper and some onion.
Some onion.
Now, I take fresh bell pepper out of my garden. I slice it up long ways, and I'll leave it in strips on one plate, and then the other half of the bell pepper, I'll chop it up in tiny pieces, put it on another plate. I put it in my freezer, let it, flash freeze, and then I go back and add each separate to a Ziploc bag. That way, when I need some chopped up bell pepper, I already have it. Just gotta grab it out of the freezer. Okay. Now, I'm going to put a lid on this, and I'm just going to let this sit here and simmer for about 10 minutes. And then we're going to dig into our sloppy joes and our chips and dip. I'll be back. There we go, y'all. A sloppy joe.
Sloppy
Toasted
dough.
the buns.
Sloppy.
We're going to make a mess.
Sloppy dough look good.
We're going to give our dip here one more good stir. So now this stuff is delicious. We're going to try this first. That's too much. This is so good. Mm.
I'm going to give the dip a 5 out of 10. Yeah, because since I don't like dip, it a 5 out of 10. That is still a pretty good wedding. Yeah, and I don't like dip, so the 5 out of 10 is a pretty good wedding. Yeah, 5 out of 10 is a pretty good wedding. Yeah, and I gave the sloppy toes no contest. I gave the sloppy toes a 10 out of 10. A 10 out of 10.
Now a bite of the star. You really have to try this. You get just a hint of the sweetness, just a little bit. If you eat the canned stuff, then try this. This blows that canned junk out of the water. But you get a little tiny hint of the sweetness. A little bit of the crushed red pepper. Just a tiny bit, it's not hot. The garlic, the bell pepper, the onion, salt, the pepper. Can't taste the Worcestershire or the ketchup.
Yeah.
And I'm already spilling it.
That's what they call it, sloppy. Sloppy dog. Because it's sloppy.
Sloppy Joe. Fiesta dip. Quick, easy. Takes about 30 minutes total. Just make your dip, throw it in the fridge. 30 minutes or so before you're ready to start cooking.
Yeah.
Brown your meat. Add your bell pepper and onion to the pan. Then add all your seasonings. Thank y'all for watching. See you next time.
That sloppy dog do look good. Yeah. That was sloppy dog, but so going in cooking But yeah, and link to the video with the description below. Go and cycle out and don't like if you like. And comment down below if you want to see more reaction like this one. And subscribe if you're new. And click the bell to be notified when I upload. And what? Bye.